got a rivalry game on deck, and these two fan bases have been going at it early from the tailgate to the end zones, and you got to think this will be a little contentious. Welcome, everyone, to the Sun Bowl, home field for the UTEP Miners. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So UTEP's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Barton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Green. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his big tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ferguson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Rides the back on the option to give. He stopped him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got it. Turning it on. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Barton. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on foot.
Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Niners.
Man, doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
They get set for the point after. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So an 82-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bearcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
And the Bearcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, UTEP. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
That defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Miners headed quickly to the line.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Got it set up on the outside. And he's dragged down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And the fullbacks are just the big, burly, strong suckers. They got bloody knuckles, tape all over the place, and they're just lowering their shoulder, trying to hit you, trying to get positive yards, and it's exactly what he does on that play.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
And the Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle it.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Dropping back, it's Bennett. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Now, fourth down. Number 14 in punt formation to kick it off.
We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. The Miners line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the fullbacks, you know, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back, but occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it, but when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's just on the defense. I'm sorry. Fullbacks are not supposed to be able to rip off big runs like that. The defense, they better do a better job tackling as this game goes on.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out, because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Yeah, no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To the air, it's Bennett. Floats it out in space. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
6 yards on the play.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Sends it back in motion. Give to the big fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Trying to get it to the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
I know there's a lot of play callers that would try to throw the football there on 4th and 2, but they decided to run it, and that was a great call. 1st down.
And the Bearcats will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run the option. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bearcats! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Pulled and fired complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Bennett. It's caught. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Barton. Finally corralled and not before. He picked up the first down. And the Miners are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Looking for room at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keeps slinging it. Rushes on him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Miners come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. The corners are walked up tight. Grab behind the line. It's Barton. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right edge. Absolutely center cut. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. They struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Now on second down. On the option. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option look. He'll pull it on the read. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And tackled there by the defense. The Bearcats want to move quickly. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bennett. They'll run the screen. Crosses the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Boom. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Firing to the right, complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the bill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, UTEP. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And it's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of the defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the 2nd half.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our... the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Leaves it with the back. There he goes. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And that's why it's so tough to stop an option offense in plays like this, because defensively you've got to be so good with your assignments. Someone needs the dive. Someone needs the quarterback. Who's got the pitch man? That time nobody on defense had the answer.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. South Carolina is on the wrong end of a one-sided affair today, and if you'll pardon the pun, the chickens are going to come home to roost this week in Columbia. They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're breaks into the open. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. From the gun, give on the inside. Hits that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Bennett. Got a man, it's Green. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Miners will call on their punt team.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And the Bearcats come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Russo. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes a grab over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes he goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be first and goal.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Bennett. Makes the catch, it's Green. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Pulls it in, it's Green. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Miners really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Bring in the heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Bunch formation for these receivers. looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to pass. It's Bennett. Flips it out on the screen. Makes his man miss. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Oh, they're after him. Ooh. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get them to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. On the option. He'll do it himself. He'll toss it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting halves over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground. And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone. Reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
He'll pitch it. And he is greeted and knocked down in the backfield. A negative play for this offense.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Going to swing it on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking to throw, it's Bennett. Completes it in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Goodness, great. That is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. To the air on second down. Got the quick pass. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now on the option. Quick toss. Past the 40. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And the Bearcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Now the pitch. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They'll run the option. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the toss to the left. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. Easy. They'll send the back in motion. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Goes to the option. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on 3rd and goal from the 2? Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
On to attempt the try. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th.
Guys, the Deep South's oldest rivalry is writing another chapter today, and we're pleased to document it. Auburn and Georgia, and here's a quick update. Georgia somehow, some way found an edge between the hedges and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Miners will hustle to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bennett. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On the option. He will not get it. A 4th down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back.
Turning it on. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense got it.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw. It's Bennett. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw. And they failed to hook up on 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Hauls it in. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. And the Miners will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Under fire. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Niners.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
There is a long and storied history of great games between these 2 rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident, David. They were able to go out and execute well enough to get the...